Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20+ years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
In this video, we'll be showing you how to remove and replace a window regulator on a 99 to 04 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Overall, it's a pretty easy job as long as you got the right tools and know how to do it. You need a Phillips screwdriver, a T25 Torx Driver, putty knife or door panel clip tool, a flat blade screwdriver, some painter's tape, and a 10mm socket and ratchet or wrench. Okay, here we're going to kind of speed through removing the door panel. We do have this detailed in another video. Just look at our other videos and search for Jeep Cherokee door panel removal. So we'll speed through this. It's not too hard. There's 3 screws, 2 Phillips screws, and a T25 Torx screw, and then you pry the clips or pins out, and then you pull it off and remove the door handle linkage and your wiring harness.
Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to remove this water shield, and you can see it's held on here by a bunch of gunk, and what I do is I just take a putty knife and kind of cut through the gunk. And you want to do this carefully because you don't want to rip this, because this keeps the water from getting into your door. Okay, then you get to the speaker and you're going to want to use a screwdriver, and there's just 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 Phillips screws that hold the speaker on. Okay, so now you get the 4 screws out, and the speaker comes out, and then there's just a little button here. You press, and then you can pull the shield off the rest of the way. Okay, before we unbolt the regulator, you need to detach the window from the regulator, and it's just 2 clips. This one we can kind of get with a screwdriver on this side, and then on this side what you probably want to do is lift the window up some, and then I'm just using a pair of pliers and right in there. Okay. Once you have those clips out, then you want to raise the window up a little bit, and you can kind of reach in here with your thumbs, push out on the window with your thumbs, and pull on the regulator with your fingers, and then your window is basically free from the regulator, and you can tape it right up and out of the way. I've removed this nut, or this bolt, and this bolt, okay, and I've loosened these 3 8mm and these 2 here, okay. So then slide this up into there, and then slide this one up and that's the track. Okay, and then I'm reaching in here with this hand in the motor, pulling it out, feed my harness in. Okay, and then it comes right out. Okay, take your motor out first. Okay, and look this right out. And here's your regulator, and common problem, you know, this cable basically just snapped. Okay, so you can see here's our new regulator from 1A Auto. Everything's the same. It's got the mounting points here and up here, okay, and here. It comes with its own bolts for the window motor, so I've loosened those up, and then I'm going to transfer these 2 bolts onto the new regulator and put it in. Okay, so we've got the bolt on here and the bolt on here, and we're going to insert it just like the original one. Get that in first, then put the motor in, then take the harness, put it right through. Okay. Like it's a little bit more difficult to maneuver when it's all together. Okay. I got the motor up in place and slid down. Let me just tighten up one of those real quick. Okay, let's get the harness back through. I'm going to pull the harness all the way through so it doesn't have a chance of getting caught up back in there. Okay. And then let's take our bar, bottom in first. Okay. Okay, so now I'll tighten up all these bolts and this bolt, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got all my bolts. Just gonna kind of check by hand here, make sure everything's tight. Okay, now the harness that comes with the 1A auto part is a little longer, so I'm just going to kind of wrap it around here. Okay, and then I'm going to click it in. Let's see here. Okay, just want to make sure that you don't leave the harness sitting inside there, and then I'm going to lock it up. Okay, so I've got it all hooked up. I'm just going to do a quick test here. I'm not going to install my door panel. I'm just going to plug it in and get my quick screw caught. And all I want to look to see is if the regulator's moving. And I'm just going to bring it down, actually up, to a good place where I can see it and connect the window to it. Okay, so we've got our regulator in and it's working. So now let's pull the painter's tape. I'll let that one matter. Okay, let the window slide down until it contacts the regulator. Okay, so then kind of reach in, okay, and pull the regulator back. Work the window down in, and then same thing on the front here. And pretty much with your hands, let's get my head out of the way, just put the clip in, okay, and then around the front, same thing. Okay, so now again I'm going to hook up the window switch, okay, and let it go up and down a couple times. Listen, make sure the window's not straining at all or anything.
Okay, and now at this point we're just going to kind of speed through putting the water shield back on. You put the speaker back on and then reinstall the door panel. If you want to see installing the door panel in regular speed, you can just check out our other videos for Grand Cherokee door panel. And that's about it. Pretty easy repair when you know how to do it. Tools needed aren't really that complicated or anything. So there you go. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.